What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. Normally, I might want to put this one on my second channel, Jeremy Hambley, which you should definitely go subscribe to because this one's going to be a little bit more spicy. But because the reach, here's my channel, will be linked in the description, so close to 100,000 subscribers. Anyway, the video I'm about to show you is important. Whether it's 30,000 marching in Dearborn, Michigan, it's massive rallies in Arizona, or it is literal Sharia police harassing business owners for selling pork and lottery tickets, this country has been invaded. I know what I'm about to say may be an awakening on this channel, a little spicy of a take, but I don't want large cities of Muslims living in my country. I don't. Their ways are not compatible with the West. Leave a like on the video if you agree. We have entire cities of these people whose signs and police uniforms and all this stuff are in Arabic. The national language in America should be English. We should not be having police departments with Arabic lettering. We should not be renting out football stadiums to Muslim whatever leaders to have, because these churches harbor terrorists. You know the guy that drove through the crowds in North Carolina? Remember him? He came from a Houston mosque, a mosque that immediately distributed an email to all of its members telling them not to cooperate with police. Remember that? Now, I'm not saying there aren't problem people of other religions. There are problems in the Christian faith. There are problems in Catholics. There are problems in Jewish people. You know, your religion doesn't necessarily indicate, there are millions of peaceful Muslims, but I want them to practice their Muslim faith. In my opinion, I think it would be better for America if they practice it back in the Middle East, where it is compatible. It is not compatible with the West. Let me show you this video. We have a Muslim imam harassing local merchants. Texas Muslims demand bans. Sharia patrols spotted in Texas demanding stores stop selling alcohol and pork. Let me put the article up. This is a real thing. I want them gone. Get out of my country. You have to go. Go back to the desert. You have the whole Middle East, in my opinion, to ban pork and ban alcohol. This is America. I don't want you here. I don't want your religion here. I don't want your Sharia patrols here. I don't want your terrorists here. I don't want people, blowing themselves up here. I don't want it. I don't want it. This is a Houston area imam has sparked both outrage and concern after launching a campaign to pressure Muslim-owned stores to stop selling pork, alcohol, and lottery tickets. The campaign, led by Imam F. Qasim, don't really care, I'm sure we'll see his name again later in another headline, was captured in a viral video showing him confronting store employees and accusing the business of selling haram products forbidden under Islamic law. See, here's the thing. We don't have Sharia law in this country, thank God. Okay, this is a Christian country founded by Christians. All right, it is in every aspect of our Constitution and our founding fathers' language. This is a Christian country, an English-speaking country. All right, you want to enforce Sharia law? Go back to the desert. Go back to Iraq. I keep hearing how great Iraq is. Go back there. How about Afghanistan? You can ban all the pork you want there. All right, but this is America. And quite frankly, if a Muslim wants to sell pork in this country, I want them to be able to. They should be able to do whatever they want here. We don't have Sharia law here. In several videos posted to his own TikTok and his 17,000 followers, Qasim confronting employees at Muslim-owned stores, warning how the business is violating Islamic law by selling haram goods, items forbidden in Islam. This is the beginning of the campaign. We're serving notice to America and the world that enough is enough. Khan says in the video. Oh, no, you can be deported. If you're an American citizen, then you'll follow the laws of America, not Sharia. Here, 5th notice to haram merchants. Let's look at this video. By the way, we'll check out the comments here. Not good to expose him publicly. Bless you, brothers in the USA. It might seem bad for people, but he's doing a really good job. These are all, I'm going to come back in a year. Good job, brother, getting the message out. All we can do for our community. These are all, these people are all supporting it, by the way. These people are all supporting it. I don't want this crap in my country. Period.
Assalamualaikum. Brother Mu'min, I remember I told you I was going to come back and see. I was so happy to see a Muslim. I'm always glad to see a Muslim, especially one with a beautiful name, Mu'min. SubhanAllah, a believer.
This guy is a African-American man, not a Middle Eastern man, who is converted to the faith, as from what I can tell, and has maybe the worst beard in history.
What I wanted the information that I have for you is that this is the United States of America, and here the law protects people no matter what they want to do, honestly.
Right.
Okay? However, as Muslims, we have an obligation to uphold the deen of Islam and do everything correctly according to the deen. And we don't get desperate to try to do anything haram, right? Okay, this store that you manage here, and by you being Muslim, it has haram products here. It has pork, alcohol, and gambling, which is against Islam. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yeah.
I don't have a right to stop you, but I just want to let you know that
I don't have a right to stop you. Read between the lines here, by the way. He's putting this guy out on blast on TikTok.
As a Muslim, I'm obligated to teach the people in the neighborhood correctly, because we give a lot of dawah, and many people around here are attracted to Islam. So what we're doing is I'm letting you know that, and let whoever the owner is, I know you're only the manager, but towards the end of this month, we're kicking off a national protesting and demonstration campaign against all Muslim businesses that have haram in their stores. The pork, alcohol, and gambling. Okay, that'll that gives them at least to the end of this month.
This is a threat, by the way. Just so we're clear. This is a threat to the store owner.
Change their inventory or either move to a different neighborhood, because these stores like this.
Okay, I've just invented a religion. It's called the Great Googly Moogly. And I'm going to ban any store. I want any store who obeys my faith. They can't sell Newports and they can't sell Hennessy. How about that? Or how about they can't sell prayer rugs? That is haram. That is against my religion. You don't get to do this. It'd be no different if a Christian was walking in the store and saying, "You're selling, nudie magazines. You need to move your store." No, that's not America.
Stores not like this don't exist. They don't exist in the other rich neighborhoods. Only in this poor neighborhood.
Only this poor neighborhood. Yes, they do.
So I know you say you're only the manager, but I can give you a job somewhere else if you want. You're not that desperate. So I just want to let you know and just pass the word that we're giving them to the end of this month.
You're joking, right? We're giving you to the end of the month. By the way, here's Arizona. This is Arizona, by the way.
Allahu Akbar.
Look at this.
Allahu Akbar.
Now you say, well, Jeremy, there's lots of big Christian churches. Sure, there are. Are they going around door to door harassing businesses, telling them not to sell certain items? Right? This is Arizona. Here's Minneapolis.
masaajido fara badan baa keentay in xogaa la kala durko taas ma rabnay inaan sunnadaas laga tagay aan muujino.
Here's Texas. You might be saying, Jeremy, why do you care? You don't have this problem for Christians. Yeah, I don't. Offended? Be offended. I don't have this problem with them. It's not the only city where Sharia patrols are going on, by the way. Look at this.
This is the beginning of the campaign. The owner and manager a notice. This is our 5th notice. This is a sample of the signs that we're going to be using when we...
Now, they're allowed to protest. I guess the protesting stuff, but like Sharia law and Sharia cities are banned in the state of Texas, by the way.
Texas Muslim Capital Day.
I mean, again, when will the West learn?
Islam will be spread by 2 ways: through the importation of Muslims into your country, or the spread of lower income, predominantly minority men. Would you agree with that? And
the left love Islam, and they will import Islam, and we see that in Australia and in London.
Again, are there peaceful Muslims? Yeah, probably most of them. But you're not going to come to America and try to enforce Sharia law. You're not going to have Sharia patrols. You're not going to enforce this crap here. This is how Sharia zones take root. This is exactly how it happens. This is absolutely unacceptable. It is incompatible with Western society, as we see constantly. And it's going to start with the protest signs, and next these businesses are going to have accidents. Mark my words. Absolutely disgusting. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.